No one understands how hard it is to be a hardcore baseball fan here in Canada, especially from the beautiful West Coast. This country is hockey crazy. Hockey anytime, all the time, no matter if it's being played or not. Now don't get me wrong, hockey is a great sport. I grew up in E-Town during the 80s and witnessed the greatest team, so I understand hockey. But baseball, beautiful baseball, man. It's the perfect game. Its rich history, character, simplistic rules have rewarded us with some of the most compelling stories and moments of any sport. 04 ALCS, anyone? Some say sports has an East Coast bias. Out here on the West Coast though, most games are 4 or 7 p.m. How cool is that? But hats off to all you hardcore East Coasters who stay up until 2 a.m. sometimes to watch your team play an extra inning affair over here. But being a hardcore baseball fan is so damn freaking hard. Most Canadian media outlets, except for one, don't even care about baseball. Mainly it's the Jays, then a quick broad stroke of the other 29 teams. It seems that no one shares that ball addiction here in Canada, but I do. I love the poetic game. Yet I know I am not alone when I say I love baseball in this country. We are the generation of the Jays of the late 80s and the great back-to-back World Series champions of the early 90s. We have more Canadians than ever before playing in the great American pastime, and those Jays teams inspired an entire nation of young boys wishing one day to play professional ball, and play we can. In the past 5 seasons of ball, the Canadians have dug deep into the box of some of the best young stars in the entire league. We got an MVP, Justin Marneau of 06, Cy Young, Eric Gagne of 03. How about a Rookie of the Year, Jason Bay of 04. Now we have the best strikeout lefty in the AL, Eric Bedard. Well done, Seattle. How about Dodger Blue, Russell Martin? And how can anybody forget the first Canadian ever to start a World Series game, Jeff Francis? Just to name a few, not a bad starting lineup for next year's World Baseball Classic. Considering that we beat the Americans on their home turf last time around, nobody can deny our talent. And all these players were just kids during those great Jays years. Now it's their turn to continue to inspire a nation to put down the stick and pick up the bat to chase their MLB dreams. Most Canucks say baseball is slow and boring, hence why they love the fast game of hockey. But baseball is the only team sport that's a 1 versus 1, star versus star matchup. People are loving the new shootout in the new NHL. Well, in baseball, every at-bat is a shootout. The drama and intensity of a bases loaded, full count in the bottom of the ninth. Oh, it's just so damn pretty. Canada loves baseball, and baseball loves Canada. Fergie Jenkins is always one of the top names of the 70s pitchers. Larry Walker dominated the 90s. How good was that 94 team? What a sad tragedy that was. And Jackie Robinson first broke the color barrier. Yep, playing in Canada. Baseball has been getting a bad rep of lately due to the steroid scandal. We'll cover that important BS soon. But baseball has always been a game of skill since the 1840s. I truly believe non-ball fans have no freaking clue how hard it is to hit a 95-mile-an-hour pitch that cuts 3 inches with a wooden bat that has a sweet spot the size of a fist. Hopefully when the steroid scandal closes in baseball, the US government will find time to start digging into the other pill-popping American League sports. Go Raiders, go! Like most Canadian ball fans, I have a soft spot for the Jays. JP has done a wonderful job with that team that will lead T-Dot to the playoffs. But I am a proud Mets fan, the more promising team from New York. Yes, the Mets had an historic collapse last year. But baseball proves that almost any team has a decent shot at the World Series, as wildcard teams have dominated on the grandest stage in October. Yet in this new decade, no team has repeated, with the Red Sox the only team to win 2 times. And with the playoffs, 50% of the teams that make the playoffs one year, they go tits up the next. As a hardcore baseball fan, I am so jazzed about the 08 season. Each spring brings hope that this season will be the season. Here is the Hardcore Hardball Canuck Cycle. First up, upon the end of the 08 season, the 2009 World Baseball Classic. Love the idea, boys. Love it. Finally, players get a chance to band together and play for their nations in a real head-to-head world competition. And for once every 4 years, some of you prima donna players, Dempster, better show up and give back to the game that has given you so damn much. And how exciting was that first year? The big powerhouses, American, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, didn't even make the final. An Asian team built on speed and skill, and a Cuban team that believes baseball did. And Japan cemented the brilliance of baseball with their speed and skill. Holy crap, will 09's WBC kick ass. And rounding second, the Mets have the best proven young elite players in the game. Nobody can match up with Reyes or Wright. Well, maybe the Indians or the Rockies. And sliding into third, simply fuck the Yankees. Supporting the Yankees is a fashion statement, and the curse of A-Rod will make 27 a very long ways away. And blasting into the bleachers is the 2008 World Series. The Mets, with full seasons from Pedro, Castilla, Schneider, Church, and some ace named Santana, will make the World Series against the best team in the AL, the best team with a chance to repeat, and say hello to the first dynasty of the 21st century, the glorious Red Sox. From sunny, beautiful Vancouver, I'd like to leave you with one final memory of Canada's first ever World Series. Aren't we so damn polite? This is Wint, the hardcore West Coast baseball freak standing strong in the box. Keep going, going, going.